What's up YouTube? This is solo black-ted here, and I've got a match against DaHazardd. And yeah, he asked me for a battle on Skype and I accepted. So after a few reconnections, we finally managed to get this match on the way. So yeah, let's get into it. So here we go. He leads off. I lead off with my Latios, and this is a new Latios. This is specifically for rain dance teams, as he leads us with his Samurai Jack, which is a Gallad. Now I know he's gonna go for the Shadow Snake, so I'm gonna immediately switch out into my Politoed, which it is my physically defensive Politoed. So I will be taking the Shadow Snake very well. In fact, it takes it very well and does about 3 damage. Anyway, so he switches out and goes into his Swan Lake, which is a Swanner. And it's not a Pokemon that you get to see very much, so keep that in mind. Anyway, I go for the Scold, and it does about, I could say near enough to 1/4. Anyway, he stays in, goes for the return. I'm like, huh? What? Is that some kind of physical set you're running? And I don't know. So I'll go for the Ice Beam. Does around about half of his max HP, and he goes for the Roost. And I thought he was gonna go for the Brave Bird here, which is why I rested. So I've basically wasted a lot of HP. So I get my health up, and I am a Resto Chester set, so this Chester Berry is going to wake me up. And I'm going to want to switch because I don't want to be taking any more returns, and I'm going to take this opportunity to go into my Ferrothorn. Well, he switches up moves and goes for the Waterfall, so yeah, that pretty much confirms that he would be a physical set. He probably has Brave Bird and Roost if he's running that kind of physical set. Now, I know he's running a Proper Pass on that team, and I know that the Flaming Spade uses one and traps Ferrothorns all day long, so I'm going to want to switch out immediately, but he actually goes into his Gallade, so you know that works. I can go back into my Politoed, which is physically defensive, and I can take this Gallade on. And I see he has got a trick, which baffles me even more. I'm like, ah, why would you have Choice Scarf with Shadow Sneak? That makes no sense. Anyway, I'm locked into Scold, that's fine. I get the burn, which is great. And this guy is pretty much useless now. As you can see, he goes for the Shadow Sneak. Now, note that the last Shadow Sneak did 40 damage. This does 20 damage, as burn reduces your attack down by half. So, with the next Scold and the burn, I will take it out, and that will be an early 6/5. Now he goes into Crobat, and I'm not sure why he would go in here just to U-turn, considering how I'm locked into Scold anyway, so I don't really see the point of going for a U-turn when you could have gone into Swan Lake immediately and then Brave Bird me. Anyway, I go for the Scold, and with the rain it does around about 1/4-ish, I'm not sure. Anyway, he goes for the Brave Bird now, and I know I can live a Brave Bird, but no, he gets a freaking crit, and that crit kind of mattered, but at the same time it didn't really bother me. Anyway, because of that crit, he's going to get a lot of recoil and also take himself out. So that crit is a kind of a double-edged sword, if you will. Now I'm going to go into my Latios, and I'm going to go for the Thunder, but he withdraws and he goes into the Pokemon that I thought he was going to trap me in the first time, which is the Proper Pass. And I go for the Thunder, and judging by the damage, that is probably got a lot of Spec-D investment, as in did around about 1/4, with the leftovers down to at least 1/5, 1/6 if I can stretch it. Anyway, judging by the damage, I'm going to switch out and go into my Conch Elder, just because I can capitalize on the type advantage that I have right now as he lays up his rocks. Now he's going to withdraw, and he's going to go into his physically defensive wall, which is a Pythagoras, or Desicon if most of you are still locked into the Japanese names. And I predict the switch by going for the Stone Edge, because I know that he's going to switch. Why would you stay in with Proper Pass against a Conqueror when you're 4 times weak to fighting type moves? Anyway, I go for the burn. I'm hoping he's going to hoping for the burn. I go for the Bulk Up. I'm hoping he's going to burn me with the Will-O-Wisp, and he does, which is great. So now I'm at +1 defense and basically virtually +2 attack, because with Guts my attack actually goes up rather than goes down. So yeah, and I nearly predicted the Pro Pass switching, but I just didn't know what he was going to do, so I went for the safe Stone Edge, and it does run about 1/4, so that's great. And here I know he's going to want to stall me out of burns, because he realizes that Guts is not actually reducing my attack stat, so he's going to want to switch out, and he's going to go back into his Pythagoras. And I do predict that kind of switch, so I'm going to stick on the Stone Edge, and yeah, that's going to do a lot of damage. it actually does around half really, so that's actually great damage. Now here I was predicting the nose pass, sorry, Probo pass again, so I went for the mud pass. What am I saying? I'll go for the drain punch, but he doesn't switch out, he actually stays in and goes for the Nightshade. So that's going to take off around 100 of my HP, because Nightshade does damage equal to your Pokemon's level. Now here, I know that he's probably predicting me to switch up moves and hit his Cleopatra with the Stone Edge, but I'm actually going to predict that, and I'm going to stick with the keep saying mud punch. Drain punch. So yeah, get predicted. Yeah, so I'll take him out with the drain punch, and I'm gonna get my HP back, and that is gonna be one dead Probo pass or fainted. But then again, people say kill or dead for whatever reason, because it's easier or it sounds cooler. I don't know why. The correct term is faint, but never mind. Anyway, so I take it out, and now he's gonna go into his Crobat. I thought he was a physical set, so I was hoping I could get one Brave Bird, but he actually turns out to have the Air Slash, so that's going to take him out very easily. But I'm not too bothered, I've got my Latios, and after I switch it in, I know he's going to predict my Thunder again, so he's actually going to switch out, and he's going to go into his Camerupt. But I predict that, and I'm going to go for the Surf, so get wrecked. This guy's just getting predicted all over the place. Like, my prediction skills is over 9,000 right now after that Probo pass, Confagus, all that. And yeah, this is pretty much sweet, because all I have to do is keep going for Surf. It's boosted by the rain, so I'm going to be hitting that 1.5 times power. That's basically virtually pseudo stab. And I say virtually low anyway. Anyway, I take out the Crobat, and his last Pokemon is Confagus. I'm going to keep surfing all day, all night, and that's going to pretty much end this match. So yeah, good games, DaHazardd. Comment, like, subscribe guys, all that jazz. I'm out. Peace.